Fresh and Felicia, we are honored to show you the Anioki A8 Pro Max, the 48 volt, 60 amp hour battery. This battery is massive, could potentially get you up to 220 miles with pedal assist. That's insane. All right, first thing you're gonna do is unbox this guy. It's packed very, very neatly. Most of it's assembled, fortunately, so very, very simple. The back wheel's there, the motor's installed, the brakes are ready to go. You may have to adjust them. We'll talk about that in a second. So you cut all this nonsense off. Look how well packaged it is. And really, this is all you need to put together. Most of it is already done for you, so I'm super thankful for that. So it takes give yourself about an hour to put everything together, make sure everything's tightened up. The manual, super easy to follow, very, very well done as far as manuals for electric bikes are going. Very, very impressive, nice work. Anioki. So the first thing I do is I throw the front wheel on. In the manual, it tells you to put the handlebars on, but I like to put the wheel on so this way I can put the kickstand down and just let it sit there, and everything goes on very, very easily. Now you're going to want to take the brake protector out from the calipers, and I usually take the washers and bolts right off of the front wheel, so this way it just slides right in there. You don't have to kind of finagle around with them, and then tighten them on there, make sure they're on pretty tight. You've got lock washers on there, so that is great. And they do include all the hardware, so you're going to have all the wrenches, the Allen wrenches, and the regular wrenches yourself. Again, you may need to adjust the brakes. I had to do that, but there's lots of videos to show you how to do that. Second piece is I'm going to now install the handlebars. So you just take this little cover off, keep the bolt and the cover, and then just make sure they're on the right way. And I say that jokingly, but I've seen a lot of people put them on backwards. Like, hey, this just doesn't look right. And yeah, well, your handlebars are on backwards. So pop that on the right way, make sure the brakes are in the right position, the display, it's pretty obvious to do that. You can't really mess this up on this bike. And tighten this stuff up real good. And you'll see there's two little bolts on the side of the handlebars too. Make sure those are tight, and you need to align those with the front wheel. And once they're aligned and they're super tight, they're not going to go anywhere. If they're not tight enough, you could hit a bump or go over a curb or something, and it'll actually come loose, and then your handlebars won't be aligned the right way. So make sure those are aligned correctly. Pretty simple to do. Next thing, you're going to install the pedals. They are marked left and right as you're looking towards the front, which is great because sometimes this drives people crazy. You don't know which direction to put your pedals in, and screw them on with the bolts. And you'll make sure those are nice and tight as well. Now the seat is also a little tricky. It's got a little plastic bracket inside, so it needs to go in there. And then you slide that in and just wiggle it around a little bit. That'll let that fall into place. And then there's 4 bolts you'll need to tighten up pretty good so it doesn't fall down. It is adjustable, so you've got a couple inches of play. Next, you're going to install the front fender and the light. These are both going to go on with the same bolt, and it's a real nice headlight. It looks like a motorcycle headlight, and you're going to get, I think it's 40, 50 feet of view from that light, so it's very, very nice. And then you have the bars that will attach to the frame to support the front fender. So you put those 2 little screws, there's our little bag. And next up, you're going to inflate the tires. The front tire on this one, the one I got, was already at 20, so that was awesome. Just pump the rear tire up to 20 PSI. Now, you're going to need to fully charge the battery. Now, this is a big battery. It's going to take a while. It could take 3, 4, 5 hours to do that. And they do warn you not to stand it straight up. So make sure you got it laying down in the proper position. There's a sticker on there that tells you which way to put it. Plug it in. Just let that guy charge overnight, and it will be ready for you when you're ready to take your first ride. To put it in, you just put it in from the back. Just slide it in. You don't need the key, and just pop it in. You'll hear it click in, and it is ready to go. Now you're going to press the power button. You're like, hey, this thing doesn't work. Well, this is really cool because it's got a key fob with security features on it. How about that, huh? Welcome to the future. Press it twice and it fires up the controller, and then you are ready to take a ride. Now, don't lose those key fobs. They give you 2, and you're toast without them. It's got a twist throttle, a 7-speed Shimano shifter. This thing has so many. It's got hydraulic brakes as well. A very, very nice package by our friends at Anioki. And man, this is it's dual suspension too. You see the suspension on the back. It's got brake lights on it. Everything you could ever ask for. I couldn't wait to take this out on my first ride. And that will be our next video. You have to see the ride experience for the Anioki A8 Pro Max. What a beast. The most powerful electric bicycle I have ever seen in my entire life. So subscribe, hit that like button, and watch the ride video. Check this out.